Hello, 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 everybody. Uh-oh. Okay. How's everybody doing? Let me get this thing off. Happy Top Talent Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I am doing pretty good. Okay. Doing pretty good. And so I'm coming in here today to drop some goodies on in here to you. I hope everything is you're doing good. It's like almost about halfway through the day. It's only Tuesday. So it's so good. But I want to talk to you today about so with the current administration and as HR leaders, what we should be doing as HR leaders. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm. Yep, we're gonna talk about that today. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, I'm April Halliburton of Offer HR Business Solutions, and I am a small and mid-size HR business partner, consultant, and a visionary. Okay. And I help small and mid-sized business owners alleviate their HR woes across the country. That's what I do. Okay, and so I do that in different ways. I order a host of courses, HR courses. Um, uh, Currently, we're doing the courses on hiring your first employee. And just a conflict resolution. So we have quite a few there that are on our website, which is at offerhr.co. That's our website. And so we do it that way. I also do consulting on by project basis, as well as I offer a evergreen program teaching small and mid-sized businesses how to set up their HR department and how to successfully run their HR department. Okay. And so that's what I do. I love what I do. Been in business for about 13 years, 11 or 12 or 13 years. I think it's 13, going on 13 in August. So, but today let's talk a little bit about, as HR leaders, what we should be doing in the current administration. Okay. And so, as you know, there's a lot of talk of the immigration policies and measures that may be reinstated from the current administration's first time in office, and those can include travel bans and rigorous evaluations of visa applications. Okay. And also an increase in workplace audits. So you want to get ready for that now. Okay. Also, the Department of State may experience, you may be looking to make cuts, budget cuts that will delay visa processing times as well. And so those policies are expected to bring challenges, okay, to companies that rely on global talent for skilled and unskilled workers. Okay. And so again, as HR leaders, we really have to get ahead of this time, these things. If they don't happen, that's wonderful. But if they do, we need to be ready. If some of them have not already taken place. Okay. So it's important that, in HR, planning is key, right? That's the most important part, is planning. Okay. And so some suggestions that I have to help you kind of to help you make these transitions if possible, if they come to fruition, how to make them go more smoothly. First of all is conducting a policy audit, okay, and an audit to identify your employees that may rely on visa programs. Okay, so you want to take a look at that. And so as immigration changes related to your policies may come into place, they may require that you get further documentation for employees that are here on visas, or renew documentation. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind, that they may require that you get updated documents or renew documents. Okay, and so another thing is with regard to talent pool and recruiting top talent and trying to, if you need to hire, use data, publicly available data, to build our partnerships with universities as in terms of securing talent employees. Okay, one of the programs that I've used for a long time is called Handshake, and with Handshake you're able to go through it has tons of universities on there, and so you can partner with them and they will post your jobs on their boards. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so you may consider universities in your area for employees to work on site, or that are out of your area to work remotely. Okay, so keep that in mind. Handshake is great. Okay, very user friendly, and I've had worked with quite a few employee or clients who didn't realize the advantages of having the Handshake program, or partnering through the Handshake program, because they have tons of universities on there. Okay, and so next is while the goal, or during the current administration explained that one of the goals was to reduce tax burdens for the American workers. This could also create some challenges, and that is in terms of managing payroll and compensation planning. Okay, and that could be due to any tax relief measures that may go in place. Okay, so you want to plan ahead, and you want to go over these potential changes or measures that be made with your tax accountant. Okay, the adjustment process will require a plan if you have to make changes, and with the new regulations. So you want to go again over that with your accountant. Okay, your finance department, and you want to do that ahead of time. Plan it. Don't wait till the last moment. Okay. It's important that you engage with your employees with proactive discussions. Okay, we don't want to stay quiet, because that's the worst part, is when we leave it for our employees to kind of figure out what may happen or what may be going on. Okay, so establish clear communication channels. You may want to do a monthly or quarterly forum with your employees where they can ask questions. Okay, and always invite them to send you an email or have a discussion with you. Okay, and so remember that communication is key. The last thing you want to do is leave our employees to their own thoughts to try to figure out. Okay, again, hold monthly or quarterly forums or meetings so that your employees can ask questions and get them answered. And if you don't know the answer, say you don't know the answer, and you will do some research and get the answer. Okay, but um, don't just you know what's the word I'm looking at? I've had way too much coffee today. Okay. But don't downplay a question, and just let them know, I don't know right now, but I can find out for you. Okay. And make sure you find out for you. Okay. That's the next thing. Remember communication. Also, there may be some reverse union friendly decisions made by the National Labor Relations Board. So that is going to involve your unions. Okay. And so you want to take a look at your current labor control contracts and just see what changes may need, what changes are going to come, may be expected. Okay. My puppy is acting up down here. Okay. And so take a look at any of your current labor contracts. Okay. And be transparent about any changes or concerns that will help to ease the worries of your employees. Okay. You want them to stay engaged. Okay. And by all means, you want them to feel comfortable asking you questions. All right. So let me tell you I'm going to share 4 action steps that will help you. Okay. And you might want to write these down. They're not long. They're actually very very concise. Okay. And of course, they'll involve some smaller steps. In HR, when you say do one thing, it's going to involve some more additional sub steps. Okay. All right. So one is conduct a policy audit. And I have a policy, the ultimate checklist. I'll put that compliance checklist. I'll put that link down here for you. Okay. So conduct the policy, a policy audit, and review your I-9 forms. Make sure that they're accurate and up to date. Okay. And then identify any areas. Like I was talking about payroll a little bit ago, that may be impacted by policy changes, and then prepare for those adjustments. Okay. The second one is do scenario planning. Now, scenario planning is something that was new to me until the last few weeks. Before I wondered, what is scenario planning? Okay, and so it is quite simply, scenario planning is dealing in the what ifs, right? And it's the making assumptions of what the future may look like and how it will, the possibilities of how it will affect your business environment. Okay. So that's what scenario planning is. Okay. And so you're identifying specific uncertainties and different realities that may happen, right? What might how they will in fact impact your business and your employees. Okay. And so while it may sound simple and unnecessary, it's something that you will all you you'll think it's not worth it, but the effort, but it is very important. Okay, because as HR leaders, we're dealing with changing trends. We're changing, trends. We're taught different variables that are impacting our business, that are impacting our employees, that are impacting our clients, our customers. Okay, so the what ifs is going to already put scenarios in your mind, and if they arise, and hopefully they don't, how you're going to handle it. Okay, so make sure you do that. Put some do the what if scenarios for, and then prepare. Okay, take some time and do that. You will be so glad you did. I've done that in the last probably couple weeks, and it's very helpful. Okay. Okay, and then the second action step, we talked about that, scenario planning, and then create a workforce plan to tackle challenges. Whether if you predict in the event you're short staffed, right? You've cross-trained some of your employees to help with that shortage, and how things are going to be handled with that shortage, right? One example is the pandemic. We could have never foresaw that such a thing would happen, but now that it has happened, we have we've made decisions and made plans for prepared contingency plans for in event something of that nature happens or something similar. Right? Hopefully it never happens like that, nothing ever again. Nothing even similar, hopefully never. But if it does, we've experienced it, and you've already put plans in place to protect your employees in your company and your clients. Okay. The third one is communicate with your company leaders. Don't go it alone, and the company leaders and you as an HR leader have to work together. Okay, so discuss how your role is going to navigate, how you as the HR leader are going to navigate any changes, right? It's not time to shy away from technology. Okay, so you take a look and see if you have a technology or a platform that is not doing what you're not yielding, that's not yielding the results that you want as in your business. Look around for something that's more efficient. I always say that with the HR information systems, that there's so many out there. So when you decide to get one, make sure it is one that is meeting your needs, and not one that has all the bells and whistles that you're paying for monthly, and it's just doing a fraction of what you're needing. But it has the bells and whistles. It looks pretty, right? But you want one that is going to make your life easier. And when we talk about the technology, HR, finance, marketing, whatever that looks like to you, you don't want a platform or technology that is going to make your life harder. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep an eye for innovative tech tools that will help you guys, that'll save you money, may become more efficient in helping your employees get things done. Okay, they may be able, with training or whatever that looks like, but keep an eye out. Okay. And then number 4 is leverage data. Okay, the data-driven insights I love data. I get lost in it. The thing with data, though, is that yes, you can, and sometimes it's not really hard. It's not as easy to figure it out. You gotta do some work, okay? But it's something that draws me in, okay? And so you want to use workforce analytics to find opportunities for recruiting and retention. Okay, things, when I say that, I mean practices that are working that you may consider that will help you recruit or retain your employees. Okay, you may want to consider working your employees working remotely. Okay, if they can, or uh, don't forget the recruiting at the you with the universities through Handshake. Okay, so you have questions, let me know. Yep, that's what I have for you. And I want you to, if you have questions, please be sure to drop them below, and I will definitely get back to you and answer your questions. If you have, questions other than what I discussed here, be sure to let me know. Drop them below in the comments. Okay. And so the 4 action steps we have is to conduct a policy audit. Again, I'll drop the link for a moment in a moment for the drop the link for the ultimate compliance checklist. Remember scenario planning, and that's dealing in the what ifs. Okay. And then coming up with a workforce plan, or a contingency plan to help you map out what changes or policy changes may happen that will impact your employees in your business. Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3 is communicate with your leaders. Don't go it alone. Don't try to handle it alone. All of you are working in this together. Okay. So communicate with your leaders and leverage data driven insights. So leverage that data to see what recruiting practices are working, what job boards are yielding the best, the best candidates. Because when you're looking, you want to make sure you're on a job board that is conducive or applicable to your industry. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. Let me drop this right quick for you. There we are. There we go. Okay, and so I got that. There's the link for the checklist. Okay, so you can download that and do an informal, I think it's 8 pages. Great questions for you to do a HR audit, okay, in your business. Okay, how's that sound? Pretty cool? I know. Okay. All right. And then lastly, we are less than 24 hours away from my free where are you at? My free webinar, which is tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I'd love you to join. It's absolutely free. We're talking about HR audit essentials. And we're talking about DEI essentials. We're talking about, I can't believe I can't remember. I've had way too much coffee today. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna in the webinar we're gonna cover recruiting and acquisition fostering. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. Go back. Okay. So we're going to cover the DEI essentials. We're going to call it audits. We're going to cover onboarding and hiring. We're going to talk about technology and how to automate your task. That's what we're going to cover tomorrow, and it's all free. Okay, these are things we're going to talk about. 2025 HR trends that you should watch for. So that's what we're covering tomorrow, and I'd love for you to join. I have. It's a 2-hour webinar, and I am excited to have you aboard. You'll get the ultimate checklist, compliance checklist. You'll get an HR plan template. And where are we at? Okay, and so we are at 51 slides, and I'm just going to show you what we have so that you can see what you're going to get tomorrow. I have a lot open. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so if you look here, you'll see where we have all of the slides here, and we have 51 slides here. And again, we're talking about the HR audits, things that you should be doing to prevent them. We're talking about 2025 HR trends that you should be looking for, you could look out for, and things you can do to, what you can do to make your job easier in these trends. We are talking about DEI essentials. We're talking about AI technology and automating tasks. So yeah, that's what we have. That's what we have. And so you don't want to miss this. Just trying to see. Here we go. Yeah. Trends, simple hiring and onboarding strategy, data and privacy is the one, and security. That's what it is. So how to keep your employees' information safe. All right. So I'd love to have you. I'm going to drop the link for you to register. Here. Wait. All right. Oh, all right. And there's the links. I'll drop those below once we close, so that you can just click right on those links. Okay. So that's what we're having. Again, I hope you're having a great day tomorrow or today. Looking forward to our to the free workshop tomorrow. You'll want to be there, okay, with your pen, your pencil, and your questions. We'll have a Q&A at the end. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. Okay. So if you have questions, please drop them below. Don't forget, Friday is our Freedom Friday HR question, and tomorrow is our Winning Wednesday blog. Okay. So I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow, January 29th. Again, click on the link. And it's not too late to register. It's tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right. So have a great one, everybody. Be safe. Be kind. Relax. Don't forget that business can be like a circus. Don't let HR be the elephant in the room, okay? I'll check you guys out tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, okay? And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.